साईश्वरं सुन्दररूपं कनकाम्बरधरं करुणामूर्तिं सर्वजनप्रिय प्रेमस्वरूपं पुटपर्तीश्वर सत्यनारायणम् रघुपति राघव राजा राम।
रघुपति राघव राजा राम।
रघुपति राघव राजा राम।
रघुपति राघव राजा राम।
पतित पावन सीताराम।
पतित पावन सीताराम।
पतित पावन सीताराम।
पतित पावन सीताराम।
रघुपति राघव राजा राम।
रघुपति राघव राजा राम।
रघुपति राघव राजा राम।
रघुपति राघव राजा राम।
पतित पावन सीताराम।
पतित पावन सीताराम।
पतित पावन सीताराम। राम राम जय राजा राम।
राम जय राजा राम।
राम राम जय राजा राम।
राम जय राजा
राम राम जय सीताराम।
राम राम जय सीताराम।
राम राम जय सीताराम।
राम राम जय सीताराम।
रघुपति राघव राजा राम।
रघुपति राघव राजा राम।
पतित पावन सीताराम।
पतित पावन सीताराम।
रघुपति राघव राजा राम।
रघुपति राघव राजा राम।
पतित पावन सीताराम।
पावन सीताराम।
राम जय राजा राम।
राम जय राजा राम।
राम राम जय सीताराम।
राम जय सीताराम।
राम राम जय सीताराम।
राम राम जय सीताराम।
राम राम जय राजा राम। राम राम जय सीताराम।
राम जय सीताराम।
राम राम जय साई राम।
राम जय साई राम।
बोलो राम राम जय साई राम।
राम जय साई राम।
पतित पावन सीताराम। रघुकुल भूषण कुलभूषण राजीव नयना कुलभूषण राजीव नयना कुलभूषण राजीव नयना ईश्वरानंदन सत्य साई रामा ईश्वरानंदन सत्य साई रामा जानकी वल्लभ लावण्य रामा जानकी वल्लभ लावण्य रामा निरुपम सुंदर सुगुणाभिरामा निरुपम सुंदर सुगुणाभिरामा निरुपम सुंदर सुगुणाभिरामा प्रशांति निलया पावन धामा प्रशांति निलया पावन धामा प्रशांति निलया पावन धामा प्रभु साई रामा जय जय रामा प्रभु साई रामा जय जय रामा प्रभु साई रामा जय रामा प्रभु साई रामा रघुकुल भूषण राजीव नयना ईश्वरानंदन सत्य साई रामा जानकी वल्लभ लावण्य रामा निरुपम सुंदर सुगुणाभिरामा निरुपम सुंदर सुगुणाभिरामा प्रशांति निलया पावन धामा प्रशांति निलया पावन धामा जय जय रामा प्रभु साई रामा जय जय रामा प्रभु साई रामा जय जय रामा प्रभु साई रामा कुलभूषण राजीव नयना अयोध्या के सीताराम वृंदावन के राधे श्याम 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 राधे श्याम Radhe Shyam Bhajo Radhe Shyam Radha Madhava Radhe Shyam
Sai Ram Satya Sai Ram Bharti Purishwara Sai Ram
Sai Ram Satya Sai Ram Bharti Purishwara Sai Ram
Sai Ram Satya Sai Ram Bharti Purishwara Sai Ram
Sai Ram Satya Sai Ram Bharti Purishwara Sai Ram
अयोध्या के सीताराम वृंदावन के राधे श्याम
अयोध्या के सीताराम वृंदावन के राधे
राधे श्याम जय राधे श्याम राधा माधव राधे श्याम
राधे श्याम भज राधे श्याम राधा माधव राधे श्याम
साई राम सत्य साई राम पतिपुरीश्वर साई राम
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 अयोध्या के सीताराम वृंदावन के राधे श्याम
Om Sri Sai Ram, offering my humble pranams at the divine lotus feet of our beloved Bhagavan. Sai Ram to one and all who are present here. Today is the third day of the Rāmāyana Sapthāha that we are celebrating in Brindavan as part of the Ramanavami celebrations. The first day, on 30th March, on the Ramanavami day, we had Professor Rangarajan sir talking to us on the inner significance of characters basically, and situations of Ramayana. And yesterday, he again spoke to us on 15 characters of Lord Sri Rama. And he compared them with what our Swami has shown to this mankind in equal way. Today, we have Sri Sundar Anantharaman sir talking to us on the inner significance of Sīta Rama Kalyanam. Sīta Rama Kalyanam is one of the most famous and most happening thing across the country couple of days back. So he would be talking to us on the inner significance of Sīta Rama Kalyanam and what we have the message from that, which Bhagavan has explained. And to introduce Sri Sundar Anantharaman sir, I think he's, I don't think he need an introduction because he was part of this Brindavan Bhajan group for more than a couple of decades, sir, I would say. So he's been living here, he's been singing here in Swami's presence and his divine glory as part of the Brindavan Bhajan group member for several years. And currently, he is the state spiritual coordinator for Sri Satya Sai Seva Organizations, Karnataka South. Prior to that, he was district president of Sri Sathya Sai Seva Organizations, Bengaluru West District. In his professional life, he owns an organization which is into soft skill training. Maybe, I think most of you know more than what. So without delaying further, I would request Sri Sundar sir to come and give us the talk for the day. Jai Sai Ram.
Om Shri Sai Ram. Offering my most humble pranams at the divine lotus feet of Bhagavan, with a sincere prayer that he conducts today's session and he talks through this instrument whatever messages he wish to convey to all of us. Brothers and sisters, we have been having, as Brother Murthy was mentioning, the Rāmāyana Sapthāha. Today we have entered the third day of the Sapthāha. We have been having wonderful sessions with Dr. Sri Rangarajan on the inner significance of Rāmāyana and all the great qualities of Sri Rama. We have seen the qualities of Sri Rama, but Bhagavan has been emphasizing on the aspect of Sīta Rama Kalyanam in his various discourses. All of you may be aware that Bhagavan conducted, I think, about 4 summer courses on the same Ramayana topic. Apart from the Ramanavami discourses which he delivered to the mankind from this very podium. Every Ramanavami, Swami was in Brindavan and he has delivered a lot of insights into the life, into the message of Sri Rama to the entire community, and more specifically on Sīta Rama Kalyanam. He had also delivered summer course discourses, and in which he has shared with students all the aspects of Sīta Rama Kalyanam. Now, why did he do that? Why did Swami do all this in a summer course for the age group of 18 to 21 years students on Sīta Rama Kalyanam? It has got a lot of significance, a different dimension altogether. One might ask, why did Swami talk about Sīta Rama Kalyanam for bachelors, for youngsters, for teenagers? It is with a purpose, brothers and sisters. Swami never does without any purpose. The message, the conduct of Sri Rama and Mother Sīta during the wedding, the incident which happened, not portrayed as incidents, but portrayed as the inner significance of the incidents, the spiritual significance, the message behind the significance, the message behind the episodes. Not only that, for all of us to emulate in our daily personal lives. Perhaps that was the reason, that was the intent behind Swami talking to students of summer course, both boys and girls, on Sīta Rama Kalyanam. Now let's explore and find out what Bhagavan has said on Sīta Rama Kalyanam. Sīta Rama Kalyanam is just not a marriage between two individuals. First of all, we should understand that. It is just not a marriage between two individuals who came into a marriage wedlock by providence and all that. Everything was pre-designed, preordained by the divine design, the divine sankalpa. There is a lot of difference between the marriages which take place now and the marriages, celestial marriages, which used to happen in those times. And especially the Sīta Rama Kalyanam. Bhagavan says, Sīta Rama Kalyanam is just not between two individuals. The Kalyanam is between Purusha and Prakriti, Lord Narayana and Lakshmi, and Prakriti and Paramatma. It's a divine celestial marriage. With this marriage, the human mankind will benefit. It is not for family. It is not for one family that the marriage took place. It is for the benefit of the entire mankind that Mother Sīta and Rama came together in a wedlock, which was preordained. Now, if you all know the story, King Janaka had put one condition for Mother Sīta's marriage. What was that? That was a person who has got the strength to break the Shiva Dhanush, the bow of Lord Shiva. Mother Sīta would be given in marriage. Now that was a very tall order. How tall it is, we will come to know very shortly. Look here. What is the order there is that this Shiva Dhanush is no ordinary Shiva Dhanush. It is not an ordinary bow. King Janaka got by providence this Shiva Dhanush. Just to visualize, brothers and sisters, what is the weight of that? Thousands of tons, not 1 or 2 tons, thousands of tons. The weight of the Shiva Dhanush, thousands of tons. Number 1. Number 2, the Shiva Dhanush was brought to the palace of King Janaka in an 8-wheeled vehicle. It cannot be lifted. Even after bringing that with an 8-wheeled vehicle, the Shiva Dhanush, it has to be lifted by a lot of muscled men. You can visualize how heavy it was. Very heavy one. And what was Janaka's condition? Whoever, any prince, any king who can lift that Shiva Dhanush, a Shiva Dhanush which was brought by thousands of muscled men, at least hundreds of muscled men. It was brought in a 8-wheeled carriage and which weighed thousands of tons. Tall order, isn't it? Very tall order. But there is a difference. The difference is all the princes who had come there, all the kings who had come there, had one thing in mind. And that was to marry Sīta. For them, this looked like a very big impediment. The difference between Rama and the other prince who had gone there to break this or attempt to break is that Rama never thought about Sīta, never thought about marriage. Rama came there on the insistence of sage Vishwamitra because he was a young lad of 14 years, almost the same age was Lakshmana. They came there because young children, today in fact if we ask any young student about any gadgets or any electronic gadgets or mobile cell phones, they want to see that, they want to experience that, they want to play with that, right? Similarly, those days in Treta Yuga, Youngsters wanted to see, because they were all Kshatriyas, they keep using the bow and arrow, they wanted to see the bow and arrow. And when Vishwamitra was describing about Shiva Dhanush, they were more inquisitive. That only brought them to Mithila. Otherwise, they would not have come to Mithila. Why? Because they had given a word to Father Dasharatha that after annihilating all the demons in Vishwamitra's yajna, they will come back. Right? But here, Vishwamitra played this game. Look, my friend, you come here, I will show you a Shiva Dhanush which is out of the world. You would not have seen that. Latest gadget. You would like to see? Yes, Swami, I would like to see. Come. That was the pretext in which they were brought to Mithila. So, in their mind, specifically in the mind of Rama, marriage was a last thing. This is the conceptual, fundamental difference between the princess who had come for breaking the Shiva Dhanush and marrying Sīta, whereas the approach of Sri Rama was to take up the challenge. Now, what happened? Why did Janaka give this? Why did Janaka put this condition? It seems, Swami was mentioning this, that once Sīta was playing with her playmates, when she was a very small girl, and the ball which they were playing went underneath of the box in which Shiva Dhanush was kept. Lot of people tried to extract that ball, but it was not coming to them. It was going in fact, underneath. Everybody tried. All the people, the assistants and all the people in the kingdom, they tried, they could not get. The playmates tried, they could not get. Ultimately, Sīta was amusing and finding it all a big tamasha. Why do you struggle so much? Wait, I will come. And she just pushed that box with her left hand. Visualize. Small, young, little girl, maybe a school-going girl, a playful girl, and a Shiva Dhanush which was weighing thousands of tons. And it is not a fairy tale. All this happened. Probably youngsters will say, I think it is all tamasha, I think something and all they were writing. What happens in movies, no? It's not like that. All this happened. She just pushed it aside with her left hand, not right hand, not both the hands, a small girl. And when the people came and reported this incident, a surprising incident to Janaka, that day he decided, the first person who will marry my daughter will have to be having the same power and the same strength. Unless that is there, I will give in marriage my daughter. That was the determination and the decision Janaka took. Right. Now we'll come to that aspect later. All of you may be, in fact, very much surprised. How can a little girl, a small girl, a school-going girl, how can she put aside a Shiva Dhanush, a box containing so much? You must be joking, sir. I don't think Swami said like this. There may be some people who are doubting all these things, so because we have plenty of doubting Thomases. But I am only quoting from Swami's literature, what Swami has said in this very podium. Today we are in Brindavan, where Swami has said this from this very podium. Okay, then what happened? How did Sīta move away that Shiva Dhanush? She used her left hand, and Rama also used his left hand to lift the Shiva Dhanush. Both the divine beings used their left hand to handle the same Shiva Dhanush, which was weighing thousands of tons. Is it humanly possible? No. How did they do it? It is because Swami says of the divine magnetism. Now, this concept we need to understand. This is the message. More than the story, this is the message. What is divine magnetism? Swami calls it Ayashkanta Shakti. This Ayashkanta Shakti, their bodies, the bodies of divine beings, especially avatars of both Rama and Sīta, they were full of magnetism. And magnetism not only to attract people to themselves, but also to control things. That is called as Ayashkanta Shakti. That is a power with which Sīta just pushed aside. Nobody else could have done it. Only Sīta, Mother Sīta, who was also an avatar, did it. And also Sri Rama was full of divine magnetism. He used the same left hand to lift the Shiva Dhanush. I'll spend some time on this aspect of divine magnetism. What is divine magnetism? Bhagavan, in this very podium again, I distinctly remember on 16th of March 2003, what happened was the hall was full, Swami was coming, and you all must be aware at that point of time, Bhagavan was finding it apparently, within inverted commas, difficult to walk. And there were a lot of people who were couriering medicines after medicines, lot of Thailam and lot of oil and lot of medicines, so that Swami can cure himself, apply that. And we all, with our parlance, with limited mental capacity, we think that Swami is having a lot of difficulty in walking. Maybe he is having a knee problem and arthritis or something like that. Let me send this Thailam by courier and things like that. But that day he wanted to put at rest all the confusion that we have in our top of mind. And Bhagavan, we were sitting here. The reason why I am saying this, we were all sitting, the bhajan group, we were sitting here. And Swami gave instructions to put on the podium. Then we thought that there should be some message. There must be one speech of Swami. He came, he finished all his darshan, he came onto the podium and started addressing the devotees. Impromptu, without any, that was not a festival, there is no nothing, it was a Sunday morning, 16th of March 2003. And he talked about divine magnetism. So I just want to connect between these two incidents. Now what did he say? Is that, Swami said that day that this human body is no ordinary human body. This is full of magnetism. Swami referred to his own body. You may be thinking that I am having knee pain and things like that. No, I am not having any pain at all. No pain at all. But why am I walking so slowly is because the earth is pulling my feet. The earth is pulling my feet. Whatever I touch gets attracted. He says, I am using this iron brush to comb my hair. Once, what happened? That iron brush got stuck in my head with my hairs, and I found it difficult to extricate. Why? Because of divine magnetism. All this he quoted. You can even refer to the talk of 16th March 2003, brothers and sisters. Then what happened? After the speech is over, he said the divine magnetism, now I cannot stop. The devotees will start flowing in. I cannot stop the crowd. The divine magnetism is going to attract all the devotees from all over the world. And Swami, after the concluding, even the Aarti was over, he came out of the table and asked a hefty person who was translating the talk. He stood like this and asked that person to lift one leg of Swami. I don't know how many of you remember. I think Professor Ravi Kumar was here only. He will definitely remember, and all our brothers also will remember. He just asked him to lift. That person, a hefty person, was not able to lift the so-called slender-looking Swami's feet, the leg, not even by a millimeter. Kadu kada, it is say. Swami said, it is not possible, no? Leave it. This is magnetism. This is what is happening. Now, this is the reason why I am walking slowly, is what Swami said. Now, what is this? Because of the divine magnetism, earth, Swami says, is pulling, getting attracted, and he is finding it difficult to lift his feet and go forward. It is not because of knee pain. It is not because of any other reason. Now, what is the impact of the divine magnetism? What is the impact? Do you mean to say that everybody, every divine being, every avatar who has got the divine magnetism in his body will find it difficult to walk? Is it a burden? No. It is not a burden. It is a power of the divine. It's the power of the divine. I'll tell you one more incident to reconnect this. It was way back in 1970s. I'm not very sure about the exact year. The East Prashanti was getting constructed, and the construction is going on, and there were a lot of sevadals who were trying to lift a lot of iron girders. They were all put in a very disarranged manner, and they wanted to stack it neatly. So the sevadal leader asked them to lift it and put it in one corner. Iron girders. It is maybe 1/100th of the Shiva Dhanush. These two sevadals were not able to lift. After all, sevadals are not laborers. They are not used to weightlifting. So what did they do? They tried to lift, but they were not able to lift. Swami was watching all this from the old mandir. He said, please wait. He came down. And you know what he did? He walked on these steel girders step by step. On all the steel girders, he started walking and said, now, come on, lift. After that, these sevadals were able to lift it like a light cotton ball. A few minutes ago, they were finding it very difficult. After Swami walked on that steel girders, they were able to lift it like a toy. This is the effect of divine magnetism. So, which means that he can take away the weight of the steel girders. So, the physical aspect of it. But imagine the other aspect of it. What cannot happen if he walks into our lives, brothers and sisters? If he can take away the weight of a tangent material, a steel girder, what cannot happen? How much cannot happen if he walks into our lives? Will he not take away our burdens? Will he not take away the weight of all the burdens or worries? Yes, that is the purpose of the avatar. This is the aspect, this is the power of divine magnetism. Now coming back to Ramayana, what happened? What happened was, all the kings came there, the prince and princess had come there, even Ravana was there. They all came and they tried to lift the Shiva Dhanush. They were not even able to move an inch, leave alone lift it. They were not able to move an inch, so much so that they got so vexed with their past experiences, they attacked Mithila and they said that you are doing it deliberately and you should change your methods of putting the condition of marrying Sīta. Because they were disappointed. But he did not change. He did not change the condition. King Janaka did not change his condition. He had put that condition, and again on that day, when both Rama and Lakshmana along with Vishwamitra was there, that Shiva Dhanush was exposed, it was displayed. Ravana came there, he tried to put right hand and left hand and both the hands, he fell out, miserably failing. And to the amusement of the entire crowd, they all started abusing and accusing and criticizing Ravana. They were all surprised how a hefty man like this, a huge hill of flesh, can be ever matched to a slender-looking teenage Sīta. How can he be a match? Does he not have senses? He lost his reputation. There are a lot of other kings also who tried. They failed miserably. Rama was inquisitive. not for marrying Sīta. He was only inquisitive of lifting the Shiva Dhanush, which he can easily do. But now the message for all the youth is, he did not go there and took. He did not ask permission, sir, well, shall I go there and lift? He was waiting for sage Vishwamitra, a sign. And Swami says, Vishwamitra just looked at Rama, and just by a sign language, he smiled at him and said, come on, try. Slowly, the slender-looking, teenaged, 14-year-old Sri Rama, very tall personality, Ajanubahum, came there. And Swami describes it very nicely. In fact, if you listen to Swami describing about Rama's walk, Rama's marriage, and Rama, everything about Rama, you get a feeling that he's almost reliving those times. Because Rama is born again as Sai Rama. He has taken the avatar and come. And we have all had the darshan of Sai Rama. So he came, slowly walking, smiling. See the difference, my friends. The prince and the kings who were confident, those so-called confident, overconfident of their physical prowess, were laughing. Rama was not laughing. Rama was smiling. Smile shows confidence. Smile shows self-confidence. Smile shows knowledge. Paripurna jnanamu, Swami says. That is the importance of sign. Any person who is confident will not laugh. A person who doesn't have confidence will laugh. Because the least he can do is that. A person who is confident will only be smiling. Rama was always smiling. Krishna was always smiling. Even in the battlefield he was smiling. Even while talking about imparting Bhagavad Gita, he was smiling. Swami always keeps smiling. This is a divine quality. Smile is a divine quality, whereas laughter is an asuric quality. So Rama was smiling because he was confident. The entire crowd was baffled. My God, we saw the hefty looking Ravana, such a muscled man, failing miserably. Do you think this young lad of 14 years is going to lift this Shiva Dhanush, which is weighing thousands of tons? Impossible. They were all laughing. And they were amused. And they want to watch the fun of what's going to happen. Rama came there. And Swami says he had that Angavastram. He adjusted that Angavastram. Came smiling there. Smiled at everybody. Used his left hand, and immediately. Now, what happened here? Did he lift? No. Because of the divine magnetism, Swami says, when he just put his hand, Shiva Dhanush lays in thee. That means the Shiva Dhanush lifted itself up, obeying the divine command of Rama. It's itself lifted. And Swami Rama was able to easily lift and keep the Shiva Dhanush. And he tied the string. One end is already tied, the other one is tied. And before he could tighten it, there was a huge sound of maybe 100 lightnings. You cannot imagine if there were to be a bomb blast, hundreds of bomb blasts, the sound of that kind of a huge sound. I'm trying to emphasize this because we need to visualize this, how much that sound would have created the breaking of Shiva Dhanush. Huge. You can imagine a Shiva Dhanush which is weighing thousands of tons, broke, and it sent huge shock waves across Mithila, so much so that hundreds of people fainted. Hundreds of people fainted. Some people fell down. Hundreds of people ran helter-skelter. The latest nearest example that we could visualize in Kali Yuga with our limited capacity is, supposing there is a bomb blast somewhere here and there, how much of sound it would have produced and how much confusion it would have created, how much people would have gone helter-skelter because of fear. The same thing happened then, but it was not a bomb blast. It is a divine drama which is unfolding. What was it? Shiva Dhanush was broken. Hundreds of years passed. Nobody even lifted, and a slender looking, innocent looking beauty of a character of Sri Rama, a teenager at the age of 14 years, just lifted it. And he tied, and the Shiva Dhanush broke. Now there are two messages in this. Very, very important. Because more than the story, it is a message which is important. Now, what is it? The message is, my friends, brothers and sisters, one, you can imagine the Shiva Dhanush breaking, but the slender thread which connected both the ends of that bow did not break. There is a significance. Now, what is the significance? The significance is that, one end of the bow, the other end of the bow is Sīta. And their relationship is the thread which can never break. Though the Shiva Dhanush broke, this slender thread which can easily break with snapping of fingers did not break. And Swami gives a lot of emphasis on this. That is because one end is Rama and the other end is Krishna. Their relationship can never break. They cannot be separated. That is the message. That is the first message. The second message is that breaking of Shiva Dhanush has got a lot of impact. What Swami says in the first chapter of Ramakatha Rasavahini is, he describes various characters of Ramayana, he attributes various characters to various qualities. Now, what he said about Sīta is, Sīta represents Brahmajnana, Atmajnana, Atmavidya. She represents the Brahmajnana. Rama obtained Sīta by breaking the Shiva Dhanush, which is indication of breaking body attachment. I don't think any other Ramayana has described this. Bhagavan Baba says this, that because Rama broke the Shiva Dhanush, that represents breaking of body attachment. When you break body attachment only, you can obtain Atmajnana. ఎంతవరకు దేశభ్రాంతి దేహభ్రాంతి ఉండునో అంతవరకు ఆత్మతత్వం అర్థం కాదు, స్వామి సేస్. దేహభ్రాంతి దేశభ్రాంతి ఉండినంత వరకు మీకు ఆత్మతత్వం అర్థం కాదు. వాట్ డస్ ఇట్ మీన్? హీ సేస్ ఇన్ తెలుగు, యాజ్ లాంగ్ యాజ్ యూ హ్యావ్ దేహభ్రాంతి, బాడీ కాన్షియస్నెస్, అటాచ్మెంట్ టు బాడీ, and as long as you have deshabhranti, aspect of outward looking materialistic world, if you're too materialistic in your approach, if you're too worldly in your approach, and you have too much of body consciousness, you can never understand Atmajnana. And Shiva and Sīta represents Brahmajnana or Atmajnana. So to get Atmajnana, we should lose our body consciousness. To get Atmajnana, which is represented by Sīta, we should lose Dehabhranti and Deshabhranti also. If we can break these two, Atmajnana is available. So, Rama got Atmajnana. How? It is not that he did not have Atmajnana. Sīta represents Atmajnana, and Rama obtained Sīta, who represents Atmajnana, by breaking the Shiva Dhanush, by giving a message to the entire world, my friends. If you want or Brahmajnana, a knowledge of Brahman, lose your body consciousness, lose the attachment to your body. Swami always says, for example, he always says, this soft tongue can never break, whereas a hard teeth can break. These days, even in teenagers, it will break. Right? As you grow older, one by one, like the Indian cricket team, one batsman after the other batsman, one by one the teeth will go away, but the tongue remains intact until the body is perished. Right? Until we give up the body, nothing happens to the tongue. So soft-looking tongue remains permanent, hard-looking teeth is impermanent. Similarly, the hard-looking Shivadhanus is impermanent, the thread is permanent. Brothers and sisters, a time has come for the humanity to understand the inner significance of Rāmāyanam. Rāmāyanam is just not the story. It is just not story. It has got high level of spiritual significance, which only Bhagavan Sri Sathya Sai Baba has culled out and explained it simple terms to the entire humanity, not now, but so many years. So let us start focusing on the message of Ramakatha Rasavahini. Let us start focusing on the message of Bhagavan's discourses. Let us not bother about the story, the Rakshasas, how many people were killed, how long Rama lived, how long did he rule, how many sons he had got. Nothing. Let us not be quantitative, statistical, and informative. Let us focus on transformation by focusing on the message of Ramayana. So these two are the aspects of Shivadhanus, the breaking of Shivadhanus. Now Rama has broken the Shivadhanus and she has won the hand of Sīta. Let's have a small break and enjoy a bhajan. Sai Ram.
जय जय श्री राम साई हरे राम,
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 जय जय श्री राम नील गगन श्याम,
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 जय जय श्री राम साई हरे राम,
जय जय श्री राम साई हरे राम,
रघुनंदन भव भंजन जय जय श्री राम,
रघुनंदन भव
रघुनंदन भव भंजन जय जय श्री राम, राज बदल लोचना जय जय श्री राम,
राज बदल लोचना जय जय श्री राम,
राज बदल लोचना जय जय श्री राम,
राज बदल लोचना जय जय श्री राम,
रघुवीरा रणधीरा जय जय श्री राम, रघुवीरा रणधीरा जय जय श्री राम, पतिपुरी राघवा जय जय साई राम, पतिपुरी राघवा जय जय साई राम, जय जय श्री राम साई हरे राम, जय जय श्री राम नील गगन श्याम, जय जय श्री राम साई हरे राम, रघुनंदन भव भंजन जय जय श्री राम, दललोचना जय जय श्री राम रघुवीरा रणधीरा जय जय श्री राम भक्तिपुरी राघवा जय जय साई राम
भक्तिपुरी राघवा जय जय साई राम
भक्तिपुरी राघवा जय जय साई राम
भक्तिपुरी राघवा जय जय साई राम
जय जय श्री राम साई हरे राम
Jai Jai Shri Ram. Victory to Rama, who has broken the Shiva Dhanush. What should happen now? King Janaka is ready. And he brought his daughter Sīta. Sīta is ready with the garland. But Rama is not ready. Because the last thing he had in his mind is a marriage. And more so, he has not taken his parents' permission. It's a very important message to all the youngsters today. Without parents' permission, he doesn't even look at Sīta. So Vishwamitra asked, Rama, Sīta is coming. Janaka is bringing Sīta and the garland is ready. Are you ready for the marriage? He said, nothing doing. I have broken the Shiva Dhanush because you ordered me to look at that. It was a toy for me, I have broken. And if incidentally it happens that it will result in a marriage, I am not prepared for it right now. Unlike most of us, no? Right? You are ready for marriage. Parents, let us see. Later on, we can always ratify, get it approved later on. First marriage, when the opportunity is there, why should we miss? See the world of difference between our thinking and the thinking of Sri Rama. Why? Because he wanted to give a message. Message not only of that age, even for today. Today. The message is relevant even today. The ideals which he demonstrated, which he left, was his message. His life was truly his message. Now what happened then? So message was sent to, the king of Mithila, Janaka, understood the entire aspect because he is also a Brahma Rishi. He accepted that and he said, let's wait, no problem. Swami says, Mood Dinal Patindi. For what? For the messengers from go to Mithila to Ayodhya and to bring and convey the news to Dasharatha and bring all the entire marriage party. So the entire marriage party took 3 days and came to Mithila. And Lakshmana, Rama and all, they were staying there in a room. Swami says they were staying in a room. Now what happened? The entire women of Mithila came, the entire congregation of Ayodhya, they all came together. Brothers and sisters, marriages those days, even in our times, were having a lot of sanctity. Unlike the marriages of today, where we gift the gift which we received in our marriage, just repack it and give it to them with no sense of purpose. And the photographer and is the main Purohit. Even the Purohit will have to listen to what the photographer says because everything is recorded here. So it is all artificial wedding today. Nothing to match of the marriage which has got a lot of religious and spiritual sanctity of those days. Nothing to match. So I am only trying to give a glimpse as much as possible from Swami's this thing, how the marriages could have happened in that age. There was a lot of music competition. It seems Swami was describing in this from this very podium. He sang 2 songs. It seems there were a lot of women from Mithila, who sang, and they sang this song, Rare Chudagapodamu, Ramula Pendli Rare Chudagapodamu. Come, we will all see, witness. In fact, it's a very big song which Swami used to sing with full description about the elephant carrying all the people and things like. So the Mithila people, where the women of Mithila were singing, Rare Chudagapodamu, Ramula Pendli Rare Chudagapodamu. There was a healthy competition. and Ayodhya women were not left behind. They also formed a group. And they came and sang a different song. Kalyānamu chutamurarandi, Sīta Ramula Kalyānamu chutamurarandi, Kausalya tanayuni Kalyānamu chutamurarandi. The message is the same. Let's come and see the divine marriage of Sīta and Rama. It is in fact a very, very important punya to witness the marriage. Not only punya to witness, even to listen to Sita's marriage is punya for all of us. So, there were two, not competing, groups of women who were singing and dancing. The celebration lasted for 4 days. First day it was a charity. The second day, all the lineage, about 10 generations. Even in our marriage, we only talk about father, grandfather, and great-grandfather. That's all. We limit it only that. Those days, they were listing the whole 10 to 15 generations of both the sides, both the bride and bridegroom. They were describing and said, these are the sons and daughters who are getting married. Cows, cattle, gold, jewelry, linen, everything was distributed to the poor. We do Narayan Seva only on our birthdays. In marriages, we spend a lot of in food, and we also waste the food. But those days, before marriage, before the Kanyadan, they had all the congregation and they gifted houses, cattle, cows, gold, jewelry, everything. The marriage lasted for 4 days. And the 4th day was the main marriage. Now, a lot of incident happened during this marriage. Because Ramo Vigrahavan Dharmaha. Rama represents Dharma. Whatever Rama does is Dharma. He is a synonym of Dharma. The other name of Dharma is Rama. Rama means Dharma, Dharma means Rama. Like Swami is Prema, Prema is Swami. Prema Swarupa was he, and Dharma Swarupa was Bhagavan Sri Ram. What happened in the marriage? Now, there is an interesting development which took place in the marriage. The marriage was not only of Sīta and Rama, all the brothers of Rama, Lakshmana, Bharata and Shatrughna, were married to these daughters of Janaka, his brother Sakha, and his brother Kushadwaja. Janaka, Sakha and Kushadwaja, all the three had daughters, and Janaka, Urmila, Sīta, Urmila, Mandavi and Srukakirti were the 4 daughters. And there were 4 daughters were ideally suitable for the 4 sons. Rama, Lakshmana, Bharata and Shatrughna. They had a discussion. King Vasishtha was mediating the whole thing. Kushadwaja and Sakha were very, very happy that along with Sīta, Urmila, Srukakirti and Mandavi, all the 4 daughters were getting married to the 4 princes of Ayodhya. They were very happy. Dasharatha was also happy. So both the parties agreed, and the marriage took place in one muhurtam. All the 4 marriages took place in one muhurtam. Now what happened there is one thing. Now, Swami described this incident is very important, and there are a lot of inner messages, brothers and sisters, here. What happened was, now Rama never looked at Sīta. A few minutes back I explained this. Rama never looked at Sīta, but it was a time of garland, exchange of garlands. Now what happened is, Rama is a very tall personality. I don't know how many feet, some people say 11 feet, though the statistical information is not required. He was a very tall personality, hefty personality. And he was standing tall. Visualize the situation. Rama was standing, next to him was Lakshmana, next to him was Bharata and Shatrughna, and all the 4 brides were also standing. They were all having their mala on their hands. And now one again message here is, unless the eldest couple Rama and Sīta exchange garlands, Lakshmana, Bharata and Shatrughna will not garland. Does it happen? Should we wait, sir? Not required, no? If we are ready, if Rama is not ready, why not we go ahead? This is the thinking of today's youngsters. But those days, the idealism displayed by brothers where the eldest has to. And what is the difference between Rama and Lakshmana? Do you think 5 years, 10 years? Swami says 1.5 days. 1.5 days was the difference of age between Rama and Lakshmana and other brothers. They were all born in the same, almost in the same day, or maybe one next day. But yet, they give respect to the eldest who was born. And they were all waiting. Now what happened here is a divine drama played by Rama was he never bent down his head for garlanding. Now unless he accepts a garland from Sīta, Urmila will not garland Lakshmana. So they are all waiting. Now what is happening? What is happening now? Is a divine drama. They said, Vashishta said, Sīta is ready, come on, accept her garland. He said, no, I will not bend my head to a woman in the presence of a large gathering. It is not because of ego. Please, it is not because of ego, or it is not because of that Rama did not like Sīta, is against the marriage. No, he is trying to establish dharma there. As I told you, Ramo Vigrahavan Dharma. He was not willing to bend. Imagine what would have happened to us. You'd be willing. Bend the head. Better get used to it on the marriage day. Because the same thing is going to continue after marriage also. On a Muhurtam day, good day, let's bend our heads, no? Rama was not willing. Rama was not willing. He said, I will bend my heads to my devotees, to my subjects, not to a woman in the assembly of this. It is not because of ego. He is setting a trend. He is setting a dharma there. Sukshma buddhi Lakshmana. What did he do? And what did Rama do is that he himself felt that it is getting late. Muhurtam is approaching. So he signed to Lakshmana, come on, Lakshmana, lift that portion of the earth where Sīta is standing up, so that he come to my height, so that she can garland me. Why did he said that? Because Lakshmana is an aspect of Adishesha, so he has got the power. But Lakshmana in the sign language, in the non-verbal communication, again sent another message to Rama, stating that Rama, it is not possible. How is it possible that I only lift that portion of the earth? Because if I lift that portion, the entire earth, so even you are now 7 feet, you will become 8 feet. So the same problem will persist. It is not a solution. What is the solution then? Sukshma buddhi Rama. This is what is called a sensitivity. Sensitivity and the presence of mind. This is what we have to learn from Lakshmana. What did he do? Immediately fell at the feet of Rama. It seems without rhyme or reason, he took the Pada Namaskaram of Rama, Sashtang Namaskar, and did not get up. He did not get up. It's not that he will touch the Swami's feet and get up. No, it's not like that. He fell at the feet of Rama and did not get up at all. So Rama waited for a few seconds and said, come on. He said, Lemmu, Lakshmana, Lemmu. He bent down to lift Lakshmana. At that time, the smartness of Sīta, she immediately garlanded Rama. See, the presence of mind of Lakshmana and the smartness of Sīta was demonstrated in one shot. So when he bent down to lift Lakshmana, that was your golden chance. Rama bowed down his head. Sīta immediately garlanded. When Sīta garlanded, other brides were able to garland the other husband. Marriage proceeded. What is the message here? The message is that whatever Rama does is dharma. The message is whatever Rama does is for the entire humanity to follow. It doesn't mean that you don't bend your head. You be like Rama. In fact, if you are acting on one occasion, you should continue to act like that throughout life. Then it's okay. Then we are emulating Rama. Not only on the marriage day. Now this is one incident which happened. Then what happened? Sīta was there and Rama was still not looking at Sīta. He did not look at Sīta. In fact, Janaka brought Iyam Sīta, Idam Sīta. You are looking at somewhere else, Rama. Probably you are mistaken because the 4 brides are there. You have probably forgotten. This is Sīta, your would-be wife. Rama said, I know that. But why are you not looking at him? The Mangal Sutra is not tied. Till I tie the Mangal Sutra, she is not my wife. So I cannot. Till that second, she is a Parastri. And as a person of the Ikshvaku dynasty, I don't want to belittle the reputation of Ikshvaku. I will not look at. Is it possible? Brothers and sisters, is it possible today, 2023, not looking at women is not married? Just to visualize. Why I am emphasizing these points is, this is a strong message. Bhagavan keeps saying that Rāmāyana is most relevant today. It was not much relevant in the earlier years, most relevant today. And the more people of humanity, of the world becomes more materialistic, more self-centered, more selfish, and more body conscious, the message of Ramayana goes deeper and deeper and deeper. And it is very, very significant for all of us to emulate Rama. That is the reason why, brothers and sisters, in this Rāmāyana Sapthāham, for a change, we are not discussing the story of Ramayana, we are discussing the values, the character of Sri Rama, who demonstrated Dharma, Sathya in every step of his life. Let us not try to duplicate Rama. Let us try to emulate Rama. Live up to the message of Rama, which Bhagavan has narrated from this very podium. So I am only trying to relive those days when Bhagavan shared all these insights about Ramayana. So he wanted to keep up the Ikshvaku dynasty, Ikshvaku heritage, the name of the clan in which he was born. And he wanted to this thing and said, Parastri, I will not look at her. Then what happened? Then of course the marriage took place. And marriage was conducted with all gaiety and celebration. It was a celestial wedding, and Sīta and Rama were husband and wife. Let's hear one more bhajan suitable to the marriage. Sign on.
सीतापते श्री रामा, सीतापते श्री रामा, सीतापते श्री रामा, दशरथ रामा दयाभिरामा, दशरथ रामा दशरथ रामा दयाभिरामा, दशरथ रामा दयाभिरामा, सीतापते श्री रामा, सीतापते श्री रामा, राम राम जय राम, 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 राम राम जय राम, राम जय साई राम जय राम, राम जय राम, राम जय साई राम जय राम, जय जय राम साई राम सत्य साई राम, जय जय राम साई राम सत्य साई राम, साई राम सत्य साई राम, राघव सुंदर राजीव लोचन परमानंद रामा, राघव सुंदर राजीव लोचन परमानंद रामा, राघव राघव सुंदर राजीव लोचन परमानंद रामा
राजीव सुंदर राजीव लोचन
सीतापते श्री रामा
सीतापते श्री राम
दशरथ रामा दयाभिरामा
दशरथ राम दयाभिराम
सीतापते श्री रामा
सीतापते श्री राम
राम राम जय राम राम जय राम राम जय राम
जय राम राम जय राम राम जय राम
राम राम जय राम राम जय साई राम जय राम
जय राम जय साई राम जय राम
जय जय राम साई राम सत्य साई राम
साई राम सत्य साई राम
राघव सुंदर राजीव लोचन परमानंद रामा
राघव सुंदर राजीव लोचन
हे राघव सुंदर राजीव लोचन परमानंद रामा
राघव सुंदर राजीव लोचन
सीतापते श्री रामा
Now Rama has become Sītāpate Sri Rama. He was till then not Sītāpate Sri Rama. After the marriage, he has become Sītāpate Sri Rama. The next episode, what happened? Where a lot of significance which Bhagavan has emphasized is the Talambralu. Very nicely Bhagavan explained this, especially people who have witnessed the summer course discourse of 1996. There is a ritual called Talambralu, in fact, which is more prevalent today in southern India, specifically in the Telugu region, is that, the bride and bridegroom, they put rice on each other's head. That is called as Talambralu. Both those who are watching the Venkateshwara Kalyanam every day, which happens in TTD, you see this Talambralu song and the Talambralu event which is happening every day. Now, this happened during Rama's times also. Now, visualize all this. Bhagavan explains beautifully the inner significance of Talambralu. Now, what happened in those times is that, instead of pouring rice, because they were all princely and king's wedding, they took pearls, white-looking pearls on the hand of each other, and they started pouring on each other's head. Now, what happened was, Rama was wearing a white turban, it seems, and Sīta was with all the jewelry and all that. She tried to pour the pearls on the head of Rama, and Rama also reciprocated. Now, what happened? Sīta represents Prakriti. Sīta represents Prakriti, and Sīta, by that nature, also represents Rajoguna. Because of that, and also, when I say Rajoguna, don't brand it as Rajoguna. She represents Rajoguna. She will have Sattvic Guna also. She will also have Tamasic Guna. I'll come to that aspect later on. The one quality which is dominant represents that personality. So Sīta happens to be Prakriti. Sīta happens to be having a aspect of Rajoguna. She represents Rajoguna. So she was wearing already a mehendi in her hand, and the white pearls represented that, and with the Rajoguna she was looking reddish in color, or orangish reddish in color. So the white pearls was looking orange. Now she poured it on the head of Rama, who was wearing white turban, and Rama represents God. Predominant qualities, though they're all beyond gunas, Rama is Sattvic Guna. God, divinity is Sattvic Guna. So when Rajasic Guna becomes Sattvic Guna, and over the turban, white turban, it turned out to be, pearls turned out to be white in color. Reddish looking pearls looked white. Now what happened? That pearls will not remain there. It fell down on the ground. When it falls down on the ground, when it is neither Rajoguna nor Sattvic, neither Prakriti, nor Purusha, we become Tamasic. So which means that we go away from God, we become Tamasic. So what should we do? If you are Rajasic, we should know, towards God. Towards God doesn't mean physical nearness only, nearness and dearness. When we are near and dear the divine, we become more Sattvic. That is represented by that act of pouring the pearls on top of the turban of Rama, which turned out to be white. After that, it fell down. So when it falls down on the earth, it becomes more tamasic and becomes darkish blue or almost black in color, the pearls. So with this act itself, there is a message that to go near God, we should develop more sattvic qualities. Prakriti represents world, Prakriti represents Rajoguna. And if you are neither Prakriti nor towards Purusha, we belong to tamasic quality. That is the quality of all the Rakshasas. Right? Kumbhakarna and all these Rakshasas have tamasic quality. All of us have all the three qualities. And Bhagavan Baba gives a beautiful example. The eyes, the white portion in our eyes is sattvic quality. The black eyeball, black represents tamasic quality, and the red tinge we have in our eyes is a rajasic quality. So we have all the three qualities in our personality represented by our own eyes. So similarly, we have all the qualities, but the one which is dominant determines our personality. So this was the message of Talambralu. Then what happened? Then came the stage of Kanyadan. Again, Rama was not prepared. What is Kanyadan? You are using the word Dan. Ikshwaku dynasty never believes in receiving charity. What do you mean Dan? You are giving that girl Sīta as Dan to me? Do you think I am waiting for a charity? No. Don't you think it has got a similar message of what Bhagavan says? Na chayi eppudu itlane untundi, Swami says. Okka vishayam matram itla chestanu. What is that? Love. For prema. And only for prema I'll do like this. Otherwise my hand is also always like this, giving and giving. Similar message was echoed by Rama in Treta Yuga. He says Ikshwaku dynasty does not have the character of accepting charity with anybody. We only give. Why should I accept charity? Then what should we do? Ask the priest. Remove the word dhana. Don't say Kanyadana. Then I'll accept. So they had to edit it, the mantras, and they had to use the word Kanya and probably some other mantra. They did not use the word Dhana, and Rama accepted that. Ramo Vigrahavan Dharma. Don't do in your marriages all this, okay? Don't try to duplicate, but we should try to emulate. Right? Next. Promise in the marriage. Swami says, we need to give a promise. What is that? Artecha, Kamecha, Dharmecha, Natacharami. This is a mantra even today Purohit chants, and we have to repeat it. The Purohit will chant and the bridegroom will have to repeat this mantra stating Artecha, Kamecha, Dharmecha, Natacharami. That means I will take care of her in desire, wealth, righteousness. I'll try to take care of her, protect her. Rama again refused. No, I cannot give you this promise. Why? Because I am subject to taking care of my people. My first priority is my people, not my family. Professor Rangarajan, yesterday as well as day before yesterday, emphasized on the single common point, individual discrimination versus fundamental discrimination. If it is only Arthacha, Kamecha, Nathacharami and promise that I will take care of her, the whole world may die, but myself and my wife will be safe. You are selfish. Individual discrimination. But what did Rama set an example? No, I will not give this marriage, this promise, because if I give this promise today, I'll have to live according to the word given on this marriage. I cannot. Why? Because I belong to a kingdom. I will become a king tomorrow. I will have to take care of my subjects. My people are more important. My praja is more important than my family. So he was even prepared to sacrifice his own kith and kin and family for the welfare of the people. What happens today? The reverse happens today. We take care of our families at the cost of our people. Not you and me, but the people who rule us. Right? So Rama set an example here of public administration. He uses fundamental discrimination versus individual discrimination. He had fundamental discrimination, and he demonstrated that even on the marriage day, he did not give that promise. Right? So that is the kind of message which Rama was giving to all of us. Then what happened was, the marriage was over, and Swami says that, lot of things happened. Jagalalu kuda jarigindi, Swami says. Jagalalu kuda jarigindi. There are a lot of, in a marriage, a lot of discussions take place. Jagalalu jarigindi. What Jagalalu is that, he says there is pleasure is an interval between two pains. Jagalalu is not between the marriage parties, it is outside. What it is, we will come to know here. So the marriage took place, and it was about to return. They were all returning back. Now, here one thing happened, that Srukakirti, the fourth wife of, the fourth bride, the wife of Satrughna, is very expert in science of reading omens and all that, probably very good in astrology. Somehow Srukakirti told Mandavi that I don't think we should leave to Ayodhya today because the Muhurtam is not. I can foresee a lot of disturbance today. So why not we leave tomorrow? Sīta corrected, elder sister said, if Rama is there, God himself is there with us, what omen can obstruct? No omen can obstruct. Have full faith in Rama. Swami says, no, when Anugraham is there, no graha will disturb you. So Rama is there with us. When he is there to protect us, where is the question of any problem? En route, there will not be any problem. Come on, we will all go. So they were all going. What happened was, there was again a huge sound. Come on, they visualize the sound of what? Shiva Dhanush, people fainted and all that. There's a lot of mud being raised. And who appeared there was Parashurama. He blocked the travel. The entire entourage was blocked by Parashurama and said, come on. He was only looking at Sri Rama. He was not addressing Dasharatha. Dasharatha tried to plead Parashurama, the children have got married now. We have not even reached Ayodhya. Please don't disturb. He was pleading like an innocent father of 4 children. Come on, don't come on the way. Bitbidappa, don't come on the way. So he was pleading. Lakshmana was enraged. He said, what? You are challenging Rama? I am here. I can face all your challenge. Rama was smiling, as cool as a cucumber. Smile shows confidence. Smile is divinity. The synonym of divinity is smile. He was very smiling because he knows what is going to happen. What was the challenge? Why did Parashurama stop? Parashurama said, you broke a Shiva Dhanush which was lying there for so many years. It would have gathered dust and also lost a lot of strength. That is no great if you have broken Shiva Dhanush and married and won the hand of Sīta. Come on, take my challenge. Take this Vishnu Dhanush, which is as powerful as Shiva Dhanush. You break it. When you break it, I accept that you are a man. Otherwise not. I was not there when you got married. I was not there when you lifted Shiva Dhanush. I am challenging now. My marriage may be over. That was a condition put by Janaka. Come on, accept my challenge, Rama. So he threw that Vishnu Dhanush, which is as powerful as Shiva Dhanush. Impossible to break. Rama just lifted it, just did like this, just snapped it and broke. Parashurama knew that is going to happen. Now, what is the significance of it? It is not this challenge. The message is this. Parashurama, who challenged Rama to break this Vishnu Dhanush, fell on the feet of Rama. A few seconds back he was challenging. Now he fell at the feet of Rama. What happened then? was he transferred one divine splendor, the Kala, to Rama. Brothers and sisters, every Purna avatar has got 16 Kalas or 16 divine aspects. In fact, I can share with you what are the divine aspects, 16 Kalas. Swami has emphasized on all this, omnipresence, omnipotence, and the power of name, Akarshana Shakti, and all this. There are 16 Kalas. Rama retained 12 of that 16 Kalas and distributed each Kala to his brothers, which means Lakshmana was having one Kala, the 12th one, 13th one was with Bharata, and the 14th one was with Satrughna. 16th one Kala was with Parashurama. So what he did, by this simple challenge, he fell at the feet of Rama. At that moment, he transferred that Kala, the divine splendor, to Rama. So he has, out of 16 Kalas, he has 13 Kalas, and the other 3 Kalas were distributed. Because they are also Amshas, they were all born together. They were the 4 Vedas, Rig Veda, Sama Veda, Atharvana Veda, and Yajur Veda. They were all representing 4 Vedas. 4 Vedas took the form of human beings, and they were playing and living in Ayodhya in the form of Rama, Lakshmana, Bharata, and Shatrughna. They were 4 Vedas. So when there are 4 Vedas, all the Kalas are also distributed. The Paisam was also distributed. They were playing together, and they all married on the same day. Everything happened together. So what happened when Parashurama fell at the feet of Rama, he transferred that Kala. It was with that intention only he came. Swami says, no, for any aspect of development, there has to be a test. It was a very, very simple test. Rama knew about the test. Rama knew why Parashurama is approaching him, and that is the reason why Rama was smiling. Others were not having, others were like human beings. They were acting like human beings, especially Dasharatha, with the wheel of Maya. He was pleading to Parashurama to stop obstructing the journey of the marriage party. But Rama knew, and Parashurama surrendered to Rama. So these are the aspects of the marriage, and after all these things, they all returned back to Ayodhya, and the celebration in Ayodhya lasted for 10 full days. There were a lot of happenings, divine, celestial happenings, incidences, which had a lot of spiritual significance. All that happened, and the marriage was a success. Let's have a bhajan. I offer this entire presentation at the lotus feet of Bhagwan Shri Sathya Sai Baba. Thank you. Jai Sai Ram.
पतित पावन पतित पावन पति पुरीश्वर 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 पावन नाम तारक नाम पाप विमोचन विमोचन पतित पावन दशरथनन्दन दानव भञ्जन राम दशरथ नन्दन भञ्जन दशरथ नन्दन पावन नाम तारक नाम पाप विमोचन पाप विमोचन पतित पावन पतिपुरीश्वर पाप विमोचन पतित पावन दानव भञ्जन दशरथ नन्दन पाप विमोचन पावन नाम तारक नाम पाप विमोचन पावन
Thank you, Sundar sir, for the wonderful insights about the significance, inner significance of Sīta Rama Kalyanam instances. There is a lot for us to learn, as he said, what today's youth has to learn from Rama's behavior or Lakshmana's behavior during the wedding, and what kind of dharma they were actually practicing at that time, and which we should try and practice today in the today's world. So as part of the Rāmāyana Sapthāha, the programs, tomorrow the programs in Brindavan goes like this. We'll have Onkara Suprabhatam and Nagar Sankirtan at 5 a.m. in the morning in the Trai campus. And same time tomorrow evening, we are going to have another talk on the Ramayana, on the various aspects. Rama did a lot of conversations on dharma with various people in the Ramayana. If you read the Ramayana completely, he did a dharma conversation with Dasharatha. He did a dharma conversation with Sugriva. He did a dharma conversation with Hanuma, Vali, when he killed him from the behind a tree and all that. So Rama was questioned on dharma in various instances. So there is one such conversation which Rama had with Sīta as well on the dharma, and that will be the topic for tomorrow's talk. At the same time, 5 p.m., kindly request all the devotees to be assembled in this hall, and let's understand what dharmas which Rama actually taught to Sīta and what kind of a conversation they had. Jai Sai Ram.
ॐ जय जगदीश हरे स्वामी सत्य साई हरे भक्त जना संरक्षक भक्त जना संरक्षक पति महेश्वरा ॐ जय जगदीश हरे शशिवदना श्रीकरा सर्वा प्राणपते स्वामी सर्वा प्राणपते आश्रित कल्पलतिका आश्रित कल्पलतिका आपद्बान्धवा ॐ जय जगदीश हरे पिता गुरुदैवमु मरियन्तयो नीवे स्वामी मरियन्तयो नीवे नाद ब्रह्म जगन्नाथ नाद ब्रह्म जगन्नाथ नागेन्द्राशना ॐ जय जगदीश हरे ओंकार रूप ओजस्वी साई महादेवा सत्य साई महादेवा मंगल आरती अंदुको मंगल आरती अंदुको मंगल गिरिधारी ओम जय जगदीश हरे नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण 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 ओम नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम जय सद्गुरुदेवा नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण 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 ओम नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम जय सद्गुरुदेवा नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण 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 ओम नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम जय सद्गुरुदेवा ओम शांति 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 समस्तलोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्तलोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्तलोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु ॐ शान्ति 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 जय बोलो भगवान श्री सत्य साई बाबा जी की जय
Om Sri Sai Ram. Tomorrow.
स्वस्ति प्रजाभ्यः परिपालयन्ता न्यायेन मार्गेण महिषाः गोब्राह्मणेभ्यः शुभमस्तु नित्यम् समस्तलोका सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्तलोका